that.
Yeah.
You're stupid. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're back with another episode of Crossover Podcast.
What episode is this?
What, 12? This episode 12 or 11 is one of them. We've been done.
You
We're doing
supposed
so
to know.
much.
This is the
We-
saga.
We're
Star
doing
Wars.
so much of them. 11th here? Okay. Episode 11 of Crossover Podcast. I'm Montez Allen. Of course, we got the Hall of Fame PG in the building. UTEP two-step. Tim Hardaway in the building. Of course, we got the two-time champ, Lindsey Hunter, one with the 04 Pistons and the Lakers. And we have Cade Boogie, the greatest streamer God ever created, former D1 athlete. And last but not least, I didn't forget about our producer extraordinaire, Detroit Kool-Aid on the ones and twos.
Kool-Aid.
And listen,
Yes,
before
sir.
we get into today's
Hey, we
show,
got Grant Long
and
coming
we
in
got,
late.
I was gonna do a special guest. We got to surprise the people. We
Bro,
got to
he's coming
surprise
late,
the
bro. Just tell the people coming late.
Grant Long coming yet late, y'all. I'm sorry. He coming late.
Oh, there he is right there. There he is right
And the red carpet. We got the home
There he
Eastern
is,
Michigan
right on
zone.
time. We was just talking
Oh,
about
okay. You left the ladies at You left the ladies at the door.
You gotta find it.
It's tough. It's
You
tough.
left your ladies at the door.
You left the ladies at the door, man.
Look out! Look out! Look out.
Hey, man, this
Why
just
you
is
put
not
my stuff out there?
Detroit. This ain't a regular podcast anymore. This is Legacy Sports Network, the city's newest sports network, built different. And you spoke and we listened. Like, we got Hall of Famers in the building. We got Grant Long, the Eastern Michigan legend. We
Yes, sir.
Well,
we
you
got-
said Hall of Fame. I'm a Hall of Famer there.
hey, man, that's
We
what
all
all
Hall of
matters.
We all
Famers.
Hall of Famers somewhere.
Hey,
And we all goats.
in our own right. You know what I mean?
Me
No
and Tez, me
scripts,
and
no
Tez, too.
filters, just
You
real
and Tez are
stories.
nothing. Hey,
Hey, stop hating. Stop the hate.
you and Taz are zero.
Stop the hate. We all goats in our own.
They sheep, not real goats. They sheep though.
They're zeros.
Sacrificial lamb.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
hey, I'm a hero.
Wow.
I'm a hero. You know
We
what I
love
mean?
y'all though.
We all goats in our own right. We
Hey.
all goats in our own right.
You finished reading the thing, bro?
Yeah, we done. We about to get
Hey,
into it right now.
who the Eastern hire?
The assistant coach from Clemson. Don't tell me or ask me his name. I don't know yet. They're having a press conference on Thursday, 10 o'clock.
Okay, I just
Hey.
want. I know Eastern hired
They
somebody.
were waiting for him. I guess Clemson was in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yes, Clemson was in the tournament. They lost.
right?
Yes.
They were waiting to make the big announcement when they made their exit.
Oh, so that was already done then.
Oh yeah.
Side note. Okay. Well, let's get into it right now. We're gonna start off with the Detroit Pistons. We know
Let's
that
go,
we
baby.
just
Let's
popped the
go.
Lakers 113-10.
Dennis
Without
Jenkins.
Cade Cunningham, Dennis Jenkins stepped up, dropped
Without
30.
Stewart, without Stewart.
Beef Stew, big win, 4 straight win, but
Not
also
a big win, bro.
that's
That
a
is a
big
big
win at
win.
home
Not a
against
big
the
win,
Lakers.
bro.
That's a
That
big
is a
win.
big win.
4
Y'all
straight.
y'all consider the Lakers like y'all. Every time the Lakers come on and y'all see Luka, y'all, oh, it's a big win.
We already
Bro,
know.
they don't guard
What I
nobody,
mean
bro.
is,
We
it's a
just
big
not a
win
big
without
win.
Cade and
They're
Stu
not
for
gonna
sure.
make it.
He act like he didn't play for the Lakers.
Can I ask you this?
I don't like
What's up?
them.
What's up, OJ?
Let me ask
He
y'all
tripping,
this.
man.
I
Who's
love
number
Lakers.
one?
Pistons.
In the
Okay.
league or in the East or in the league?
Where's the Lakers at?
In the West. For
They're
sure.
third.
They're number 3 in the West.
Okay, in the league, what?
On
then?
10-game winning streak.
Yeah,
though.
they snapped a 9-game win streak. That's a big win.
Okay. So we really need to talk about Atlanta Hawks that's coming up there.
They
right?
in
Yeah.
the 11-game winning streak.
Right.
And
so-
OKC is on a 12-game
Well,
win
we're
streak.
not
I
worried
believe
about
I'm saying.
OKC
Not
because
talking
we're
about
not
that. We
playing
gotta
for
play
them.
Atlanta
Yeah.
Hawks.
no more.
we
I'm
need
just saying,
So,
that- to
so
me-
I'm just saying.
They-
We forget all that. I'm just saying they still number one. That's what they need to worry about. They still number one.
They're
in
not
the
going to make
East.
number one in the
You
West,
know,
bro.
No,
yes,
of course.
but I'm talking about the Pistons are number
Yes,
one.
we're
So
number
why was it an upset?
Yeah.
I didn't
That
say
they-
upset. I said big win. Big win without Cade, without Stu.
All the wins are big.
You know,
At this
that
point,
at
it's down
home.
to-
All the big,
You know,
but-
especially
but
without
I-
Cade and
Right.
Stewart.
Yeah.
All
But y'all
the
put-
wins are big to me.
To
I get
me, gee, they put too much on the Lakers. Like, who's predicting the Lakers to get to the finals?
Nobody.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
I think
Oh, my
they're
God.
looking good, Uncle Long. I'm telling you.
So you think you got him going past San Antonio?
Hell
No.
no.
I
You got him beating OKC? No.
They
I
can't
think
beat
they
Houston.
can, bro.
They can't beat
They
Houston.
beat Houston.
I don't think they can beat Houston in 7
They
games.
can't beat Denver. They can't beat
They just beat
OKC.
them
They
twice
can't
back
beat
to back.
San Antonio. They can't beat none of those big 3 teams.
No,
out
they
there.
can't. No, they
Bro,
can't.
Tez,
I don't think,
LeBron.
and I don't think they will be able to beat
Minnesota.
Denver.
No.
I just said, I said
They can't beat Minnesota either.
without because Minnesota. I mean, Denver is healthy now.
Yeah.
and they got all their guys back.
Mm-hmm.
1 through 10, and they looking real good. They just got to start meshing and getting their rhythm together.
They're not beating Denver.
Should LA be a topic of conversation though? Should they?
Yeah, but no.
Here's the thing that I don't like, bro.
Go ahead.
It's La La Land. It's LA. It's the Namor. It's the stars. All that. But bro, they're not winning nothing.
No, they're
and
not.
They just get the notoriety because Luka out there now. You got Bron out there. You got the storylines. You
Austin
got
Reeves.
all that stuff.
Luka Dončić hoping too.
Bro, AK, none of them dudes guard nobody. Y'all be talking about them all the time, and that's why the Pistons beat them without Cade because they can't guard nobody.
And Stu. Well, shout out to
those numbers are misleading though. Like he just said, Luke Kennard, and he leads the NBA right now in 3-point field goal percentage. Who gonna put him against any 3-point shooter in the league?
Nobody.
I'm gonna take Luke Kennard.
Nobody.
Not me.
Nobody.
That's why I've been telling people. All right, especially my son. My son is he right behind him.
Right.
Okay.
It's not a record. Stop saying it's a record. It's not a fucking record.
I think the
Like,
Yeah, I've never seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah,
But speaking of injuries, like Cade Cunningham diagnosed with a collapsed lung, and obviously I want to get y'all thoughts on it because, definitely tough timing, but the Pistons are actually 8-2 without Cade. So that shows the type of depth that we have on our squad. So, Lindsay, I'm gonna send it over to you first. Let's talk about Cade's collapsed lung and what that means for the Pistons in terms of how we're performing without Cade.
Well, the thing, we don't know how serious it is. They didn't have to. Sometimes when you have a collapsed lung, they have to put like an airbag in there to kind of get the air out or whatever.
God.
But he didn't have to have that.
That's good.
So, looking at other injuries that happened like that, I think there's a couple of guys that had that. Came back with like 2 or 3
CJ
weeks.
McCollum
CJ
had
McCollum
one.
had it twice.
Yes, twice.
His second one was the worst, but the first one, he came back in 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
So the way it's looking for Cade, and I don't know, we haven't heard anything. They're keeping it hush-hush. It looks like he'll be back before the
You
season's
gotta
over.
quit smoking them cigarettes.
I think it's that gas.
Oh my God.
I'm just playing, man. Before this thing go viral, I'm just
It's gonna
playing.
blow up, you know.
I'm playing, man.
We gotta show love to Dennis Jenkins though. We gotta show love to Dennis Jenkins. He just dropped 30.
Long they talk about pack of coons, man.
Hey, man.
You saw the Marvel Lights? You talking about the Marvel Lights? Well, we gotta talk about Dennis
but-
Jenkins. He just
but
dropped
listen.
a career high 30.
Yeah.
And he's averaging around 15, 16 a game, maybe between 15 and 20 a game in K's absence.
Get a Robin to the Batman.
G Long, I mean, just
No, he's
speak
not
to
around.
Dennis Jenkins and how he's been performing in the absence of Cade.
But listen, the dude is he shows up when his number's called. At the end of the day, he shows up when his number is called. Whether he's been sitting on the pine for 5 or 6 games and somebody else has been getting those minutes, when they call him, he responds. And I'm glad they rewarded him because the dude was on a 2-way contract.
Right.
He played his way into a standard contract and earned himself some money. And I said earned himself some money because, like I said, the dude just shows up and gives you everything that he has. I'll also say this, and I said it last night. 29 teams, 30 teams dropped the ball on this cat because he went undrafted. How does that happen that he goes
But G,
undrafted?
we see that all the time.
It did happen because it happened in 1988 because I was taken in the second round. So, it's been happening for a long time.
Dang, OG.
That they just keep,
OG.
they keep messing it up.
That was the year I was
they keep
born.
messing it up. The guy that was the player of the year in the conference, how does he slip down to the second round in the NBA draft, and the guy that he beat out for the player of the year goes in the first round?
Hey,
Yeah.
It's been going on.
That was Dan Marley. He was the runner-up player of the year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
That's insane.
that he got invited to the Olympic committee too, to the Olympic tryouts. I'm like,
That's true.
how
He
do you
did.
take the guy that was the runner-up and not take the guy?
That's
That's
crazy.
a
That's
travesty.
crazy.
I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
So that it's been happening for years. So
Yes. It's been
It is
happening
what it
for
is.
years. I've been through with the Pistons too, so I understand what you say.
somebody should have lost their job in 1988. That's all I'm saying.
They probably
Right.
did.
But listen, I will say this in my own defense. Behind the Heat, my original team, I was the 3rd player in that organization taken.
Oh wow.
Even though I was the second round
Okay.
pick, I
Way to
was
do.
the-
okay,
We see you.
They said, look, we got 3 people. We got 3 picks. We taking this guy, that guy, and Grant Long.
That's
I mean,
what's
if you want, I'm standing on the podium. In a race, I'm standing on the podium. I'm in third place, but I'm on there.
Right.
That's
you
crazy.
right with them. You right with them.
Yeah, I'm standing
You
there
right.
like this.
Hey, it's all our press conference.
Right.
It's all our press conference.
I'm with
That's
you.
right.
And it's crazy because before you got here, Tim and I was talking about the scout process. We both were scouts and how some of those rooms go.
Oh, man. You can just imagine. I know you're like this. What are y'all writing down? And why do you need to write that down?
Why do you have this job?
Right. Give me that.
Right. Right.
It's
You don't
funny,
need
though.
that job.
It's funny though because it puts us in a situation where like this is how we live. Like basketball's our life. We live, sleep, eat. This basketball, and you get put in a situation where you're around people that think they know more than you about basketball, and you got to listen to them. And you sit there and go, and you look around the room to see if anybody else is like,
and never
listen to
play.
this
I'm
bullshit.
gonna tell you this: the only time they play basketball is in a rec league.
Right.
They never
And
picked
didn't
the
even get
team.
picked.
Right. They never picked the team. They didn't get picked. You know, they was like, all right, come on. I guess I have to take you.
Well, that leads to this question. When did you realize that basketball was a business first?
You know what's amazing to me is that
I'll tell you when I
the way that basketball is today, whether it's college, especially college and in the NBA, they have convinced people, not guys like us, but they have convinced people that what they write down is important. When we can go into a gym and just look and say, he can play.
We was
No,
just
he
talking
can't
about
play.
this. We was just talking about. I don't know if we can say it.
Ball.
Yeah.
I like what he.
Yeah.
We don't need to write none of that
No,
down.
we
I don't
don't
need
need
to
to
know
write.
how good he is with his left hand. If dude can play, we can see that.
Right.
But they have convinced the masses that because we're not writing it down, that we don't know what we're talking about. We don't need to write it down. We can tell you if that dude can play.
Is
or
that the
not.
same instance with the? Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead,
gonna tell you
OG.
this. I was in a room. I'm not gonna mention no names. I was in a room, and a guy said, this one guy said, yeah, I could sit down for 5 minutes and see who can play and who can't play. And the guy was important in the room said, I don't believe in that. I don't think that. And this guy knew what he was talking about. And he played the NBA, he played college, and he was All-American. And I just had to excuse myself because I was like, I understand, you didn't come up that way or this and that, but yeah, we can really look at people in 1 and 5 or 10 minutes, or if you even walk to the court and we gotta still look at you, but you could walk to the court and be like, yeah, that dude gonna hurt somebody. That dude is gonna hurt somebody. He's not a ball player. He just come in to get his frustrations out on people. And a lot of guys that's up in that GMs or presidents or
player
personnel directors and this and that. And they not understanding that they talking to people that actually played this game, not for money,
for the love,
but for the love of the game, and played it
At a high level.
And they talking to us like
we don't know.
We don't know.
That's insane.
What's crazy is though,
and it's
especially when
insulting
guys-
my intelligence.
Guys like you who have played that point guard position, take away the college and even the pros. How much basketball have you played in
Oh my God.
from the time you started playing?
Right.
And believe me, you processed all of that information. And
Process.
say, this guy can play. I want him on my team. I know how to.
Right.
I'm gonna get him the
We
ball.
was
'cause he's a-
GMs
he's
before
a
we even
shooter.
knew about
You know who
GMs.
to get the ball to on
Right.
a pickup game.
Yes.
I'll
Yes,
tell people all
that's a good point.
when they say, "Man, it takes some time to get the flow." I say, "Man, look, I can go into a YMCA and pick 4 guys. By the time we get to 12, I know what he can do.
Right.
Exactly.
No, you don't shoot. You rebound.
But how does
I
that
know
factor into say something like the NBA draft? Because the Detroit Pistons could have had Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, I think Tyrese Maxey, and Halliburton. And I'm like, how do you seeing these guys in college? Carmelo Anthony is another one, right? I'm like, you
That's
just
a
seeing
whole-
these.
we
I
not
know that's a
gonna-
different
we don't
story.
talk about that.
I'm not going to get into the Carmelo. I know,
Yeah.
but that still hurts to this
That might
day.
be an outlier.
That's an
right
outlier.
That still hurts to this day. But I'm like, even the Devin Bookers, Donovan Mitchells, I'm like, man, how do you eye test in college? You can tell, like, we got to get this, brother.
Well, here's the thing.
If you had one of them, you wouldn't have got them the next year because you wouldn't have been
you
in the
wouldn't been
lottery.
that bad.
I think that the analytics causing people to overthink.
Right. It's the
Definitely.
eye test to me.
Great point. But a lot of that stuff is job creation too. A lot of that stuff is job creation. Let's just call it like it is.
Yep.
Let me get my guy in here.
Yeah, we got to hire a couple analytical guys.
That's
come in
crazy.
Here who never dribbled the ball, but they went to MIT. They went to Harvard.
I've heard that.
Oh, it's facts.
I've heard.
No, it's
say
facts.
that.
It's facts.
I've sat in a room with him for 5 hours.
Yeah, knocked me over when I heard it. I was like, so that's how he's. Because I've had the people tell me I don't have any experience. And I'm like, dude, I played 15 years.
Right.
That's enough experience.
No, that's just to tell you that really we don't want you.
Yeah.
And we going off script here, but
Right.
listen, they will tell me
cool.
that I have no experience, but yet there's a franchise that has won 17 or 18 championships. There's 2 of them that are up in that upper echelon, the
Right.
Celtics and the Lakers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they told me I don't have any experience, but they gave the job to one of the most storied franchises in the NBA history.
A guy with no
To a
experience.
guy in his last job description, he was coaching 6th grade girls.
Right.
That's
Right.
disrespectful to
So
me.
how do you get the job of the Los Angeles Lakers and your prior experiences that I was coaching a rec league with girls?
Well, he was on a podcast with LeBron.
Oh,
That'll do it.
That was the interview?
That was the interview right there.
That'll do it.
Hey, that's enough to get you fired.
Hey,
Oh my God! Here
you know
go
the
with
LeBron
sexual.
sexual.
LeBron
He's a
James.
Glazer. But here's a different,
LeBron
interesting.
sexual
Hey, but-
over here.
I keep it real.
LeBron sexual. Hey, but here's the thing.
I keep it real.
Definitely a Bron sexual.
Here's the thing, because I remember when I was working in Phoenix, we were in the room having a discussion about trades and different things. We were talking to the president, and Lance Blanks, my boy, God rest his soul.
Mhm.
Dude, this is I had so much respect for him when this happened. We were in the room, and we were talking about Zebo.
Ooh, shout out to
We
Zebo.
was talking about Zebo, like, man, will we trade for him? I was like, yes, if we could get him, bro. And so the president was like, I mean, yeah, he's a thug. Said it right in our faces. And boy, Lance Blanks jumped up, threw chairs, kicked the table. Boom. He was like, how dare you call him a thug?
Mm-hmm.
Pull up his police record. Does he have a record? Show it to me. And boy, I'm talking about, we had an hour powwow in there, and Lance lit into them to the point where they were like, "Well, okay, well, we'll just trade. We'll trade for. We'll trade for him."
Got it backpedaling.
Yeah, because
Hey,
but that type of stuff
I
happens.
know.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we've all been.
They had to walk me out of a room.
Oh, I can just imagine.
They had me. They had.
Timmy gonna say it.
Hey, hey,
We
they had to
all
walk
will.
me
We
out of
all-
the room, and they was like, "Yo, Tim, man, I was like, man, that what he said was just insulting.
Exactly.
That's insulting my intelligence. Like you telling me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And I played this game and at a high level and know personalities and know the ins and outs, know where these kids coming from, how they are brought up.
Yeah.
I know
All
the
that.
language, I know how they think and stuff like that. And you up in here telling me that no, I don't know what I'm talking about.
But they
I'm
do
like,
that, bro.
man,
They test you.
Man, please.
And so, and one thing Lance taught me, he was like, look, and I have a hard time hiding my emotion. When somebody say something crazy, I'm gonna do like this. What?
Mm-hmm.
I just walk out.
That's
So he was like,
break.
so he said, so Lance was like, Lindsay, you gotta know when to be hood and you gotta know when to be Harvard. And I was like, oh, so he started teaching me. He's like, sometimes you gotta be hood.
yeah.
He said, but other times, be Harvard with it. You know what I'm saying? You can insult somebody intelligently as well as the hood way.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot, but it's something like I never
It's
wanted
still hard.
Yeah, I never wanted to be in that the front office stuff. That I never wanted to do.
No,
that.
you
Coaching
know
was
what?
better
You
for
know
me.
what? You could be in the front office if you are the head guy
Yeah, there
because you
go.
can control
There
it
you go.
and you can
You're a
talk to
worker.
them and make them understand where you coming from.
Exactly.
Because that's how they want us to relate to them.
Right.
But yeah, if you in that head role and you grooming guys, it can, you can do it your
Be
way,
good, right,
and
right.
you be good like Pat. Pat has done it his way, and he knows how to do it his way, and it works out for him.
You work with
Well,
Pat. Does Pat
yeah.
have guys that are like-minded like him, or has he got guys on his staff that are completely opposite? That's how he grows. What do you think?
What you mean, completely opposite?
Like, say if you or I or even Lindsay were at the top of the chain as far as a GM or the president, we would probably get guys that that have an understanding like we do about evaluating talent.
Right.
Does Pat Riley have a person, or does he have a staff that are full of like-minded people like he thinks, or does he have people that kind of go the opposite way?
Yes,
Down.
he has a guy. He has guys that think like him, and he has guys that knows what Spo wants in a guy.
Okay.
You know what he's looking for, what type of guy he wants on his team, how he can coach him. Because I done seen them have, a little spat say, yo, you get this guy, I'm not gonna play him.
Really?
I don't like him. Don't get him. And then Pat got him, and he's like, I told him like a year later, I told him I wasn't gonna play him. And never played him.
Is Pat the best to ever do it from a player perspective that reached the coaching, general manager, president type thing? Is he the best to ever do it?
Gotta be.
To me,
Gotta be.
To me, I'm gonna tell you this. He prepared himself like no other president, no other GM, no other coach. He prepares himself, and he prepares his guys. And when he was coaching, he prepared us. All right, made sure we understood what we needed to do, how we wanted to do, and there was no deviating from it.
Okay.
With his coaching group that go out and scout, they understand exactly what he wants and how he wants it, and they don't deviate. And if you do deviate, you got to come talk to him. Don't put it in a report. Go talk to him and say, look, X, Y, Z, because he will like you more, and he appreciates you more, and he give you more respect if you come and talk to him and say, look, I think that you need to look at this guy more than you think you need to look at him, and stuff like that. But if you just write in a report, he won't have no respect for you. Go and talk to him, because he wants to see you face to face. He wants to see your eyes. He wants to dialogue in this, and which he's really, really, really good at.
Did him and LeBron James get along very well?
Once LeBron wanted to get Spoelstra fired, it went downhill.
Yeah, he didn't know
because
that was Riles' game.
Riles was like, no.
I didn't even know LeBron tried to do that.
Me either. I think Eric Spoelstra was a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Right. So why would LeBron? Well, that's what LeBron does.
Well,
that's what LeBron does.
LeBron wanted. He thought that he could run this franchise the way he.
Hell nah, not the heat coacher.
You got to understand, this is Pat Riley. This is his shit. He's not gonna deviate for what he's doing, and which is good, and that's what you got to have. Just like the San Antonio Spurs, just like OKC, they are not gonna deviate. Right. Look, this is what you're going to do here, and if you're not going to do here, you could get the fuck out.
Exactly.
and that's what it is. That's what it is. And when as an organization, when you have that type of organization and somebody come in as high profile, they think they high profile and think they can do whatever they want to do, and they see that they can't do it. Just like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler thought that he was, Pat Riley was going to be like, yo, I'm hurt, yeah, but I'm still want this money. No.
You don't think it's happening right now in LA? Because LeBron had those comments yesterday when they lost to the Pistons, saying, "Hey, this is my role now," and
that is his role,
right? But I don't think I know he said that, but I don't think he believes that. I think he still wants to be the guy. You think he's taking a step back to Luka?
I think that's what he wanted Anthony Davis there for.
Right.
Anthony Davis never really stepped up and said, I'll be that guy.
Exactly. I saw him last night. He gets the ball. Instead of dribbling to it, he throws it way across court to Luka, and then he started walking up. He's like, "Go ahead, let y'all go ahead and play. I get in when I get in."
He is completely comfortable.
Yeah, he's
in order for him to win this ring, man, he has to.
They're not
going to win another ring.
They're not going to win a ring.
Okay, hey, don't we have another ring? I'm sick of talking about the Lakers.
It's over. I want to get y'all thoughts of this, and it's kind of circling back to Cade. So Cade, with the collapsed lung, it's this 65 game rule in place, right? That was supposed to fix the NBA, but you're saying people like JB Bickerstaff, if you have serious injuries and you played a certain way throughout the season, you played a certain amount of games and minutes, you should still be able to qualify for those awards. I get the intent, but there's got to be another way. And then Draymond Green said it just doesn't fix the issue. Like it basically doesn't fix the issue. So I feel like, do you think it should be some type of exception to the rule with the 65 game rule because how Cade has been playing, it's not like he's been load managing. You can't come back with a collapsed lung and die on a court, right?
I will say this. Let's go back to IR. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Let's go back to IR. Injured. All right. If you truly injured, put him on a 5-game injury reserve list. All right. Then we know that you're not going to be able to play.
Now you can't come back.
Now you can't come back in 5 games. You can't go in load management and sit out for 5. No, you're done. For 5 games, you're done.
Mhm.
That's one thing I think they should bring back.
Right.
Second, I agree with JB Bickerstaff. Now, if you legitimately hurt, it should not count against your 65 games.
I agree.
I will agree to that. And thirdly, why don't y'all fix not playing
Load management.
Why don't y'all fix load management? Y'all saying that it's something that needs to be fixed or something, with the 65 game. Why don't y'all play? That's all. Just play the game.
Too many games.
It's too many games. Y'all don't even practice. And y'all up here upset that y'all playing. Y'all saying y'all playing too many games. Just play the games. We used to play. A hurt ankle. Everybody got hurt ankles. Everybody got hurt fingers.
It's the difference between injured and being hurt.
Right,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing,
put him on
NBA
injury reserve if they're not like Cade. He'll be on injury reserve until he able to come back.
Right.
And that don't count against you.
Right.
But see, the thing is that the NBA don't know who is really hurt
and load management
who isn't hurt.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, why don't you disclose what's hurting you and say, all right, if I got a messed up ankle, well, yeah, you go on the 5-game list.
Right.
To strip that away from Cade, the way he's been playing and being in an MVP conversation is weak as hell to me.
The thing about it is it's hard because of the load management started all this mess. There was never a time we said there was too many games. When did we say that?
It's a new era.
Listen,
though,
man. In
Bro,
the words
we
of
don't wanna
Malcolm
hear
X, it's the chickens coming home to roost. and I say that because you guys have already said it. It's just like when you started all this load management stuff, and then all of a sudden, everybody shows up to a game to see these superstars play, and then they're not playing with some undisclosed injury. Now, okay, y'all made us do something. Now you got to play 65 games if you're going to be in consideration for any of these awards. That's not the NBA's fault.
Right.
That's the team's fault.
Exactly.
For doing that with this load management.
Did I start with Greg Popovich?
Just said, man, bring the IR back.
Yeah.
Because if you hurt, you down for 5 games.
Right.
Popovich, reevaluate after the 5 games.
Popovich started resting guys.
And I love
sending
Greg
guys
Pop.
home on road trips.
Because you know why? Because they
resting.
didn't have IR then. They took IR away.
Yeah.
They took injury reserve away. If he would have had injury reserve, he would not have done
And you
that.
can't manipulate it that way. You can't manipulate
5 games is 5 games.
Yep.
I don't care if you get better in them 5.
Right.
You're not coming back to 5 is
Right.
up.
Right. And you know what? It's crazy because you better pick and choose your 5 because sometimes 5 games is like damn near 2 weeks.
Yes.
So here's another question.
Right.
So now are players more likely to risk like long-term health for short-term awards?
No, because here's the thing. Nobody's going to play if they're seriously hurt.
Okay.
If you got a serious problem, first of all, you can't play. You know what I'm saying? And there's out of all the guys in the NBA during an entire season, nobody's going to be feeling good at the end of the season. You got something bothering you.
Absolutely.
I don't care. You got something. You're going to be like, dang, this is my ankle, man.
Once you start playing, you're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's
right.
something.
You're never going to be 100%.
You're never going to be 100%.
The first day of practice, you're not. After that day,
you're not
100%. You're not.
You're not. You make a decision whether or not, you know what, I'm just going to play through.
You're going to play through it.
Okay. But you got to put your mind, look, I got to go. Damn, my hip flex. I gotta get that.
It's never gonna be 100%.
I was just pissed when I saw that news with Cade because he's been carrying a team, basically putting a team on his back,
but the
averaging
NBA,
25, 10, and 6.
Yeah, but the guys have caused
number 1 seed.
I'm
like, you stripping away from his awards.
But no. But can I say this? Even if he is hurt, it's guys that are playing and they leaving him behind.
Luka.
Like
Luka.
SGA, Wemby.
You know, it's guys like
Jaylen
that.
Brown.
Yeah, that's leaving him behind. Even even though you hurt, he's still not gonna be able to make them games up.
I know.
Okay, don't we have to do another read, Tim? What read we got next?
Oh, what we got next? Okay, here we go.
What read it said you got to do.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Which one am I on?
Brent, you might have to read it because I'm about to go.
Yeah.
That one, okay. All right, here we go. Listen up. If you're riding around Michigan this spring and you're not in a custom-built cart from Impact Power Sports, what are you doing? What are you
The
doing?
hell you doing out here?
Right. I'm talking about the best in the game. Impact Power Sports out of Rockford, Michigan.
I got me one.
No, Impact Power Sports out of Rockford. Michigan leader in custom-built golfer's cart.
I got me one.
Can you golf, OG?
No, let's ask Lindy.
No.
No, I thought
G-Long, can you golf?
I thought what was
I
your
got a golf
handicap?
cart, though.
What is your handicap?
I can golf.
So my handicap is like
You said 80-something.
no,
No, you
like
said
a
0.8.
It's like a 0.9, 0.10.
What's yours, G?
I got a little hitch in my leg. That's what mine is.
Yeah, I got a nice swing.
You got a nice swing.
I got a nice swing.
A baseball swing.
Yeah, he got like a advanced Barkley swing.
This ain't your average golf carts either. We're talking fully customized lift, clean rims now, custom seats, lights, whatever your style is. They build it your way.
Let's go.
Whether you're hitting the golf course, the campground, or just cruising the neighborhood like a boss, Impact Power Sports got you looking different.
Let's go.
And trust me, when you pull up in one of those, heads turn every time. So don't play yourself. Go see the crew at Impact Power Sports in Rockford, or check them out online and get your custom ride built today. And we don't do average on crossover. And neither should you.
Man, that golf cart sound like, what was that movie with Big Boy in a minute?
Yeah.
Caddy. Was it Caddy?
Yeah.
Was it Caddyshack? Something like
Show a
that.
picture of my golf cart.
With
Yeah.
the dice hanging.
Yeah. Oh, they was jamming.
Mine got speakers on it.
Yeah.
For real?
Oh,
Got flags in the back, all that.
I
Hey,
golf
that's
cart
dope. I gotta
cold.
see. You gotta send me a picture. Let's get into this real quick. History got shaken again. KD passed MJ
Bro,
on
and-
an
and-
all-time
hey,
scoring
bro,
list.
Don't send stupid stuff in the chat.
What's wrong? What I
You
saying?
talking about this make KD a better scorer than Michael Jordan? Hell no.
No. Yeah, see, this was y'all gotta
Hell to the
This
no.
y'all gotta-
Did you put
No,
that?
I did not put
Yeah,
that
he
in.
did.
Oh, okay.
Caleb, didn't he put that in there?
It was a topic.
It was a topic. What I'm saying is I know the truth, but for topic purposes, does that make him a better scorer?
Let me ask you this.
You know what,
MJ
guys?
the
my
greatest
thing-
scorer
my
ever.
thing- My thing is, this is my thing. Hold on, wait.
I
This is
gotta
my
go.
thing. I know you got to go, but wait. This is my thing.
I'm
right
going on
quick.
that topic. 'Cause this is some bullshit.
Yeah. This is my thing.
This is
Why
not
you
what I
say
believe.
something like that and say, yeah, we need to talk about that because like KD is a better scorer than him. Don't never do that.
Hell no, he ain't a better
Don't-
scorer.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Never
They don't
if you
get it.
gonna
They
say-
don't get it.
I'm trying to tell him.
They don't get it,
Yes,
Jay.
yes,
Jay
we
Boogie,
do
they
get
don't
it.
get
That
it.
ain't even worth the dialogue.
No, it ain't even worth
Come
the
on,
No,
dialogue.
it's not. It's not. I mean,
It actually
no.
is because KD scored the ball like no
Oh,
other. So
my
let's
God.
be real.
So you think he's better than Jordan?
Did you say when
He's
Draymond
taller.
passed Larry Bird in 3-point
No,
shooting?
hell no.
Is that a topic of conversation?
That was that's just a good feat for KD for
Yeah.
sure.
Larry Bird.
Oh,
Draymond
so-
Green passed Larry Bird in all-time 3-point shooting.
made.
That's misleading right there.
That is misleading.
What do you mean it's
That's what
misleading?
he
He
trying
did
to
it.
tell y'all.
He did it.
That's what we
Well,
trying
to me,
tell
just to
y'all.
let you
Is
know,
he a better
G-Long,
shooter
the
than
greatest
Larry
scorer,
Bird?
the
No.
greatest scorer of all time is MJ, and then I have Kobe after that. Right? I think those are top greatest scorers of all time. But the point is this: where do you think KD is going to finish? I think he's going to finish like. Can he catch Kareem? Kareem was at like 38,000.
How many
He's
years has KD been in the league?
it's like 17.
17 going on 18.
But he's been hurt.
Is he going to play 20?
Yes, I think he is.
He could.
If he stays healthy.
Do you think he'll come off the bench? Because I remember this conversation I had. It was Kobe's second to his last year, I think, and he was talking. There was a rumor about him retiring.
I don't
was
think
like,
KD will.
And I
Me
said,
either.
man, why wouldn't you come off the bench? You could be the sixth man of the year for the next 5 years.
I don't
man.
think he
His
come off
game
the-
hasn't
You know what he
declined
told me? He
enough.
said, I'm not doing
Right.
that.
That's
That does not interest me at all.
That's what
That
Kobe
sound like
said.
Kobe.
I'm not doing that, G. I'm
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be a six man. I'm not. No.
Right. Now,
No.
don't even put me in the category.
Right, I'm
so I
not
don't even
coming.
want
I am not coming off the bench.
Nobody's bench.
Well, you
Right.
know, KD body repairs at a faster rate because he be smoking that gas.
But
so
KD,
man,
KD
hey,
loves to play.
Appreciate
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
crossover podcast. I'm
Lindsay,
about to
tell him
go
what
on
you got to
that,
do.
bro.
Tell him what you got to
I'm about to
do.
go to the Pistons, bro. I'm about to go to the Pistons with the Pistons. And on that note, Caleb, I'm out of here. Get the hell out of here.
All right.
Somebody gas make him heal fast. What the hell is that?
Did he come
Don't
with
stand
you?
in front of the cameras.
He didn't come with you.
No.
Oh wow.
He's not leaving with me.
That's what I was saying.
D-Lo, you can scoot over, bro.
I just think right now how KD's game is, he can definitely score. He can definitely get to top 3. I don't know if he's going to pass Kareem,
What's the next one he's got to get to?
Kobe. And he's only probably like maybe 400 points away.
Oh, he'll get
Kobe?
that.
He's going to pass Kobe.
He'll pass
Yeah.
Kobe next year.
Yeah, he's
But
going to pass.
like I said, KD loves to play.
Right.
I do, unlike Kobe, I think KD will come off somebody's bench.
You
I
think
He
so?
just loves to play.
I don't think. I don't
Get a
think
little closer.
KD.
I think he just likes to play
I
that
don't think KD would come off the bench. I really don't. And I tell you this, they are missing a point guard.
You've been saying it
They
all
are-
year.
I to make it easy for him, if they had a point guard to run offense,
Is
to
Fred
get,
not on that team?
He's still hurt.
Oh,
He's doing
okay.
podcasts like us.
And here's the
right now.
thing, OG, when you're 37, we know KD can get a bucket. But when the entire offense is geared towards you at 37 years
and he's
old,
tired.
and he's getting tired, that's why they need a point guard.
Right,
And
they
OG
need a
been
point.
saying it all year. I know they didn't agree with it, but I would have loved to seen a Chris Paul there again or a
Yeah.
Trey Young there.
to run
Somebody
offense.
just to run an offense.
Just to run
Trey
offense.
Young, I didn't realize Trey Young in NBA history averages like the 3rd most assists all time.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, if you put a Trey Young on that team with KD,
Well,
That-
first of all, Trey Young is making too much money, and they got people on that team that is making a lot of money too. The perfect scenario would have been bringing Chris Paul after
Mhm.
they waived him and gave him all his money and bring him in
right.
and
Financially, it works.
financially it works,
Yeah.
you know,
And you
and
get a
give
quality player.
get him whatever you want to give him, 1.5, 2, whatever. That would have worked brilliantly.
Yes.
Right.
And the only thing you had to do, I mean, because they need a guy that can run it offense, get people into offense, get people into their sets where they need to go. They need somebody that can make it easy for them, and they don't have nobody.
No.
KD got to bring it up. He's not a point guard. And then they like, oh, you old, so we gonna make you work.
Oh, yeah,
so
we gonna
you-
turn
yeah,
you,
we gonna
pressure
turn you, we
you.
gonna pressure you,
Yeah,
we gonna make
yeah.
you work.
At 37.
So you can be exhausted and won't be able to have no legs to shoot later on in the game.
I agree.
I love the twin Thompson. Not a sorry, Amen.
Uh-huh.
I love him, but he's not a point
Not a
guard.
point
They don't
guard.
have a point. They're
You know,
trying to turn
that's what I'm
Reed
saying.
Shepard
That's
into one.
what I'm
It was-
saying. But Reed
Reed
Shepard
Shepard's
is
not
not
really
really
a point guard either.
Yeah,
it
so
was a clip. It was a clip. They were playing the Lakers, and the camera pinned to the Lakers huddle. And it was LeBron getting everybody, situated. And then it pinned to the Rockets, and they were KD was sitting far from the bench. What is the leadership going? What does it look like over there? Like,
Who
KD
is the leader?
Yeah, who is the leader?
I like that coach over there, though.
I love the coach.
Udoka?
Yeah, but I just
just
think that when people talk about them and say you need a point guard, you need a guy to come in and run it. Sometimes I think that as a person, you can't tell me what to do. That's why I think Udoka is doing. Like I can run this. This how it's gonna be ran.
Yeah.
you
Ego.
know,
without a point guard.
without a
Without
point guard. And Fred, he's gonna come back, but Fred got to, he got an inch before he runs.
Mhm.
You got to walk before you run. So that's my whole thing. But it's gonna be good that he's coming back in training camp because that's gonna help him get his rhythm and their rhythm back too.
I mean,
They ain't gonna win nothing.
they're not gonna win. And I love KD,
Wow.
but I don't think they're gonna win a championship at all.
Nah.
Houston until they get a point
They need
guard.
some more. Well, they gonna have not this year. They're not winning.
No.
They're not winning this year.
Not with and Jalen. What's his name? J Dub just came back from OKC. He just dropped 18. It's just going to be tough. Denver, San Antonio, Wemby going crazy in San Antonio. I mean,
he is.
He's talking crazy right now. I mean, he's on an all-time high. I want to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. He calling out players like
we said that he could do that.
Yes,
we did say he could do
Wemby, can he be top 5 center all time? At
Yes.
Center?
Yeah.
Player.
Top 5.
Player. Forget
You
center.
said-
No, he's not going to be top 5
you know,
player.
I just want him to stay
He's not
healthy.
gonna be tough. Okay.
I want him to stay healthy
Yeah,
first,
for
and
sure.
then and then we go from there. But top 5. I mean, he could. But I like how they playing him. 4 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 4 minutes on, 2, and just letting him do what he did. But what's crazy to me is he be pointing up. They throw it up,
For the law, right?
and everybody be like this. I can't get up
That's
there.
right.
I mean, they throw it up. His hand is over the
Unless you
white
Vince
part.
Carter.
He just go like that. It don't matter who you are. He off a vertical, he jumping like 12 feet.
I ain't never seen nobody like Victor Wembanyama, bro. Like
we were talking about calling people unicorns, 4, 5, 6, 10 years ago. This dude is really a unicorn.
Yes.
You're not going to see another one like that.
No.
He's a demigod.
You're not going
I
to
just
see
hope he
that.
stays healthy. If he can stay healthy for the next 10 years, I don't think
That's
he
all I
could
want to
be.
do is help.
I don't think he could be a top 5
You don't
ever.
think so?
The top 5 players of all time are just centers.
Centers. I mean, even top 5 centers. You think of,
Shaq,
Kareem, Shaq, Wilt.
Hakeem, Wilt, Jokic.
Bro, he got more than all them, bro.
I don't think he. I
You're
just
saying that
can't.
at a very young age. My question too, to follow that up would be, does he have to win to win some chips to be in that category?
Yes,
Or
you gotta
he
win.
statistically put himself in the top 5.
Because all of the great say top 5 centers, they all won chips.
Right.
Same thing. The top 5 players, they've all won chips.
Because I think I think he's gonna surpass a lot of those guys.
Right.
Yes, he is.
may not have a chip.
Oh no, if he stays with that group, San Antonio, I think
He's
they
gonna win
win.
a chip.
They get a chip. I would book it if Popovich was coaching. I would
Right.
book it.
Well, you don't think he behind the scenes pulling the strings?
I don't know.
I think Greg Pop is behind the scenes pulling some strings.
Well, I mean, he's watching, he's helping,
Right,
But
right.
he's not on the floor calling.
No.
Because that begs
I mean-
the question: was Riles pulling the strings behind the bench?
No.
Behind the scenes, he wasn't.
No,
It was Spo all.
it was a Spo all the way.
Yeah.
Yep,
Mm.
and some things that Spo didn't agree with, he just didn't do. But they had talk, and they go through. I mean, Spo is not dumb. He would talk to him and ask him some things.
Right.
But as a coach now and then, it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? The mindset. Spo is good with these type of mindsets with these guys. Pat is with the old mindset that he can't deal with these young guys. He'll be pulling out his hair, And
But
plus,
it's good. But it's good to tap into Pat because you got him there as a resource.
right.
You gotta tap
And
into
another thing, Pat was getting up there too.
How old is Pat in his 80s?
Pat is 83 now.
He is
And so
getting up
we talking about 10 years ago he was 73.
Right.
So
I didn't realize. I knew he was in his 80s.
He a lifer in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he in
Like
good
that.
shape?
he is in good shape.
I think so, too.
He takes great care of his body. And I was talking to him when I was there, and he looks good, sounds good. You 83, you slipping a little bit here and there, just slipping a little bit, but he's still there.
Wow.
He's still sharp.
Mhm.
He might not be, 110 sharp. He might be 100 sharp now.
Listen, while we in the midst of March Madness,
I was
Let's hear
took
it.
the words right out of my
has
mouth.
UTEP been back since you left him? No shade. No shade.
After I left, they went to the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, you
After
were the
I
problem.
Yeah. You know what? When they went, I was like, ain't that
You said the deepest.
y'all went second round.
Second
They went
round's
to-
the deepest.
Yeah,
Y'all had a squad.
we had a squad,
Yes.
but my guys, after I left, they went to the Sweet 16. I was like, what? Was it me?
Nah, you
Did
was too cold. You was too cold.
So y'all
man.
went to the second round when you were a senior there.
Yeah,
But-
no, all four. No, my sophomore, junior, senior year we went to the second round.
Okay.
After that, they went to the Sweet 16.
So the group that you guys went to the second round with, you left a couple of guys,
Yes,
underclassmen who
yes,
advanced the next year.
yes.
Okay.
So speaking of that, I know you took the words right out of my mouth. Darius A. Cup Jr. has been putting on a show. I don't know
Best
if you saw
guard
the
in
game
the nation,
against High
man.
Pop.
He's been doing that for years.
But
you've been
as
hip.
a freshman in this tournament,
Okay.
he's averaging 30 and 7. Allen Iverson called him the next him. He scored 60 plus points, 10 plus assists. In terms of all of the other players, DeBonza's out. He dropped 35 and 10. He looked good doing it. I know BYU, their team was low-key trash, but that NIL money, that's why he went to BYU. Let's keep it a buck. Darren Peterson,
He was hooping.
he was hooping. I know he went 5 of 15 against who did they lose to? Come on, who did they lose to? It's in the back of my mind. But they end up losing.
They lost to.
It was in the back of my mind.
It's in the back. Of my
Yeah, it's in the
mind,
back of my mind. But they end up losing off a last minute bucket. He looked good, but a lot of people question his heart, not his heart, his love for the game. You know,
But you know, they said he has a strict diet to where he doesn't eat meat, and he was having like full body cramps.
and stuff like that. But a lot of people,
Did he
they
just stop eating meat or whatever? Because if he's been that way, the body cramp should not exist. At this
exactly.
point.
But they said that I guess it's just a symptom of.
And
his
then
diet.
Cam Boozer, he looks like the more consistent player. But if you had to pick right now in the draft, who are you picking number one?
Let me say this before we get to that. Let me say this because everybody is a prisoner of the moment of. You mentioned Acuff. You mentioned all the other guys who might be playing well. Here's what I do know. That skill doesn't always transfer to the next level. There's a whole lot of stuff you can't pack up what you're doing now as a collegiate player and say, I'm bringing that to the league. It doesn't transfer all the time.
Okay.
So I'm always the guy that's reserved and say, I love you had a great college career.
St. John's. I couldn't think of
You had
Kansas
a
lost to
great
St.
college
John's.
career. But I'm going to take the wait and see approach as to rather than jump out and say, oh, he's going to be a great pro. You know how many guys that were great in college that weren't great pros?
Yeah.
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 There's
a lot of them.
far more that did it that way than actually came out of college who was balling and got to the league and was balling too. That just doesn't happen.
Okay.
There's a supreme drop off because first of all, you got to think if you're the guy in college, you're taking all the shots. More than likely, you ain't coming to the league getting all the shots.
No.
It ain't happening.
No.
And a lot of those guys, that's a wake up call. It's a dark moment when the coach said, "Look, man, you can't shoot that shot. You got 4 other guys out here waiting for the ball. You got to find another way to be creative and get your offense.
Yep.
We're not standing around watching you do what you and your personal trainer used to do. 6 dribble between the legs, then behind the back, and then do this, then the heads. We're not waiting on you to do that.
No.
We got to cycle through our offense. So a lot of players don't make that necessary adjustment, and they fail in the NBA. And people always say, well, oh, man, what happened, man? The NBA, they sorry they're not playing my man. He can ball. I saw him in college. Well, you ain't seen him against pro players.
Yeah.
And they may not be able to do the same thing. Keep this in mind also. And I told this to a group of kids the other day. A lot of times, your athletic ability will take you places where your character are not allowed.
Ooh, damn.
So it's a lot of guys who can play.
They don't have the character.
They don't have the character.
And it'll get them through this door. But that next level, their character suggests, now you can't go in there.
It
we not
seems
just
like
letting your
Acuff
athletic
has a
ability go.
really good character. It
At-
seems like Acuff has
Ask
that good
He's a
yourself,
good
character.
how
kid,
many
bro. He's a good
guys-
guy.
There's a guy, prominent guy in this area that people always say, the league messed up. He's not playing.
You right.
Why do you think it is? Because it's not, surely it ain't his athletic ability because we've seen what he can do.
Who we
Yeah.
talking
That's
about?
when I say your athletic ability taking you places that your character can't go.
That's in general, K Boogie. Like in all hoods, it's always that one guy. Like, man, he could have went to the league. He
Yes.
was cold, but it could have
I've said
been
all
a character
along.
trait.
There is the best guys are in the NBA, but there's some real good guys that ain't in the NBA too now.
If I had the draft in order right now, I was on Darren Peterson for a long time, and he played well in the tournament.
Say it.
I would say,
Say it.
from what I've been seeing right now,
Say it.
I'm going DeBonta 1.
Ah.
I'm going Acuff 2.
Okay.
I'm going
Depends on
Caleb
who-
Wilson
first
3.
First of all, who was DeBonta gonna play for?
Right now, with the
Who
That's
you
the
gonna go?
question. There you go.
Who, I mean,
please
who-
don't go to
if-
Sacramento.
I'm just saying. If you got number 1, what do you need? Do you need DeBonta or do you need
Point guard.
You need a
right,
cuff, bro.
or do you need Boozer? What I'm just saying. You don't know. You see, this is the thing. Everybody's saying, yeah, I take this number 1, that number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4. But the teams are like, I might not need that guy.
Right.
So as a
Case in point, you think about many years ago, Chris Webber goes to Orlando and immediately he's gone. But they took Chris Webber based on when he was there. I got to take him. He's a talent. They didn't need him.
so you don't
It's
take
obvious
the
they didn't
best
need-
player
Well,
available.
because it was because we had the number 1 pick. All right, we had Penny. We
Right.
got Penny. Orlando got number 2, and we flip-flop.
Mm.
Okay, if you
We
had
traded.
why wouldn't you just take him number 1 though?
I don't know. I guess because of the money.
It's like a similar
See,
situation.
Yeah, it's the money. You know, if you
Follow the money.
essentially you're number 2
Right.
instead of number 1.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
I would say this with Kyler Perry. It seems like he get his guards NBA ready though,
Yes.
right? Darius Acup, he looks NBA ready. I mean, just running the offense, his midi, pick and roll, finding an open guy,
Feel for
trusting
the
his
game.
teammates, feel for the game. I'm
Leadership.
looking at him. Leadership.
Well,
He got to defend better
first of all, leadership don't start with Calipari at college. Leadership start in high school.
Yeah, for sure.
Leadership start in grammar school.
Yeah.
That's where you get your leadership from. So it just advances more. And if you looked at him the first game, second game, third game, it took him a minute to understand how to approach this team. He wasn't like right off the bat, we talking about Acuff Jr. We wasn't talking about him like that. Like it started like the middle of the season all the way up to now. He started taking control of his team, understood what he needed to do out there to help them win. Sometimes he didn't have to score 30 or 25 or 20. Sometimes he was like dishing the ball
Yeah.
and getting his
16
players getting his players involved.
Mm.
So he understands what he needs to do, but that didn't come from Calipari. That came from him because he understands the game of basketball.
Mhm.
Calipari always had a system, next pass, unselfish, play together. He's always had that. If you watch this in his practice, he always do that in his practice.
Mm.
So unselfishness it goes back all the way to Memphis or way back when. Okay. So, but if you look at his team, he has a really, really good team.
Malik Thomas can play.
That all 5 of them, they play hard,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they play tough, and they play together.
I think they all bought in too. The way they play, they all
you got
bought
first
in.
of all, if you don't buy
It's
in,
over.
you're done. Everybody got to buy in.
That's what makes it work.
You ain't even got to buy into what the coach is saying. You got to buy into the team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if the team is bought in with each other and one another, it's good. Calipari is doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, he is.
You don't see him over there up loud and cussing people out or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's subtle. He understands, and his coaches too. Chin, my buddy Chin over there, the other guard. I know he's telling them a whole bunch of stuff to do. I forget the little guard from Chicago. I forget his name, but he's
Tyler Ulis?
yeah. Ulis. He's a point guard. He's telling him exactly what he needs to do, how he needs to do it, and when he needs to do it. So he got a good guard nucleus there, and he just getting lifted.
My question,
just for my own, because you're a point guard, is it a natural position for the point guard to be the leader all the time? Have you ever been on a team that, as a point guard, you weren't the guy?
leader?
If it's not, I don't think you can win, bro.
I mean, no, because you had a ball in your hand.
But why does that make you a leader? Because you have the ball in your hand.
Because you tell them,
You know, on the
you know what?
coach.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Offense, you're doing everything.
Like you're right. Like in Chicago, it wasn't Michael. It wasn't those other guys. I think the leader on that team, the real leader that orchestrated everything, was Scottie Pippen. To me, he got them. We doing knuckles. They over there looking at field. He talking to guys. He talking to other guys. Mike didn't talk to guys all the time.
Right.
Is that the same way with Golden State? Draymond Green is the leader?
Yeah, Draymond is the leader for Golden State. To me, he is the leader. He's the head of the snake there.
Really?
Yeah.
To me, if you cut their head of the snake off, they done.
What?
I guess it depends on the squad.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Boston Celtics team with KG, Paul Pierce, and them, Rajon Rondo, I don't think was the leader. It had to be KG.
Well, they tend
I don't know.
I love Rondo to death too.
The thing with KG, he held them accountable.
Mm.
He held
That's a
them
good one.
accountable.
Okay.
In practice, he held them accountable and made them understand, we're not bullshitting today. All right. No, this ain't no funny shit.
We trying to win.
Funny. No, pay attention. Let's get what we supposed to do. And then let's get mentally ready to play this game tonight because we need to bust their butt.
Mhm.
That's what KG brought to the thing. But as a leader, Rondo got people involved, got them understanding, the offense. Yo, don't look over there. Look over here.
And
This
he was
where we
a
gonna
rookie.
run.
Rondo was a rookie.
It's
Right,
You don't need to look over there.
Right. That's way, point guards are. I was like, yo, after the game, everybody can do whatever. I follow y'all. But during the game, I want to be the leader because I know what's going on, who needs the ball, who don't need the ball, who needs to set a pick and all that. Right. And I was listening to somebody, and I've been telling kids all the time, as a point guard, stop throwing the ball and trying to break somebody's fingers. You got with a shooter, you got to know that pocket. That pocket is right here. Mm-hmm. You got to know. I know how to bounce that ball when they coming off a screen. If they was curling, that ball was right there, right for the only thing they do is catch and go and lay it up. Mm-hmm. Or if they coming off for a jump shot, I knew how to get that ball right to them. Right when they need it, right when they turn it, right soft in that pocket, soft or hard. Right. And you got, as a point guard, you got to know that because you can't throw that ball hard to a shooter. No, you throw that ball too hard to the shooter, he gonna miss 90% of the time.
I got an important question about a point guard brain because I go to Lifetime Fitness. When I pick up my 4, I greet them. I say, "Hey man, what's your name?" I get to know them all. No, listen, I don't lose the game. I don't lose the game at Lifetime Fitness. I'm a monster.
We talk about Lifetime.
We talk about the NBA. Really? You run a Lifetime.
Talk about the drop off.
At least talk about Mercer.
I get busy, but my question is, as a point guard, do you have to know every guy and know kind of their personalities and
that's great. That's a great question.
Yeah, and with that, is your preparation at your position any deeper or more than anybody else's?
No, my preparation is the same as everybody else, but you it's different minds that go into it too. My mind might look at a preparation more than your mind. My preparation might need what I need to, but you might need more. I might not need more. Sometimes I might need more. You might need less. Yeah. It's just all in what you need.
You got to take all that into consideration.
You got to take all that in consideration. Like one year I was with Anthony Mason, God rest his soul. I knew I wasn't going to make the All-Star team this year. All right. I said, look, Anthony, man, we got to work on this pick and roll and you got to shoot the ball. You got to make jump shots because you're making my job harder.
Okay.
I got to come off double teaming. If you're not going to shoot the ball, I can't trust you with the ball.
Pick and roll.
Yeah, I can't call and this and that because you're a hell of a pick and roll. You're a hell of a pick person.
Right.
Ain't nobody get. He be like, yo, stop. They're not gonna call nothing and come off the pick. He be talking to the referee like he hit that, that dude and he like, but he gonna roll. I said, look, man, only thing I want you to do is shoot the ball. We're gonna shoot the ball every shot. You're gonna make 10 shots in every position. Mid post off the pick and roll. You're not shooting threes. Elbow, all the 5, 6, 7. And I was this was after practice.
That's what I'm saying.
We stayed for an hour after practice for 2 days. And I was just throwing them all different type of passes. Over the head, hard pass, soft pass, bounce pass, this and that. When he's on a roll, I'm throwing a pass like so he can catch it over here or catch it like that so he can stay. I say, look, don't worry about the pass or the catch. Shoot the ball the same way every time.
But that's putting a lot of confidence in him.
Way. And he made All-Star. And another thing, I was in grammar school. So I'm about to play in the parks. Guy said, who got next? I said, I got next. And guy was like, oh, no, you too small. I said, look, man, you can't take my game. I got next.
Exactly.
So they was like, yeah, okay, all right. You, Tim, you short guy. Back then I was short guy. You pick 2, you pick 1. I'm like, I don't want him on my team. I said, he can't play. He said, who your 3? I said, this. He said, no, who your 4? I said, I got them 2 right there. I'm waiting on that guy because he about to lose. He's the best shooter out here.
That's deal right there. That's how it works.
And then I got this other guy right over there. All right, they was like, okay, all right. I said, but no, he can't play on my team.
That's how it works.
I said,
for real.
He cannot play. And they was like, well, he said, we'll see how it goes to 12 because game's 24. We'll see how it goes 12. And then if you're not doing that, then we gonna sub you out. I said, y'all gonna sub me out?
Sub you out on your game.
On my team.
That's
I
crazy.
hit the first 10 points. They was like, they was like, yo, so and so. They was like, man, let that kid play. Let that kid play. And I played 4 games, and I knew how to pick my team from there in 8th grade, man.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta do. You gotta know how to pick your team.
That comes from playing in a park.
Because if you don't pick your team accordingly, and that guy might have lost, but I'm getting that dude.
Because he can play.
He can play defense.
Yeah.
What if I need it from defense?
Yeah.
What if I need from just rebound? Yeah. And that's what you got to do.
I think that comes from playing in the playgrounds, though, right? Because I know when I was growing up, all we did was play outside in the playground. And we was up from sun up to sundown because back then we had to be back to the crib by sundown. We're going to get in trouble, right? So I think and I was always a smaller guard, too. So whenever I'm playing, to me, the job of a point guard is I will look at people's tendencies when they're playing before I step on the court. He likes the ball here. He can shoot. He's good in a pick and roll. He can play deep. He can grab rebounds, blah, blah, blah. Right? So I think I got a quick question about that, too, especially hooping in the league. What's the difference between really good players and the great players?
Work ethic, understanding angles, your confidence in yourself. You got to have confidence in yourself. It's a lot of people got confidence in themselves, but when they go out there, they don't do nothing with it. It's a lot of people that has enormous amount of confidence, and they're gonna tell you about it, and they're gonna shit on you.
That's me.
There he go again. he just fell off the couch one more time.
G-Long, what about you? Because you play with some greats as well.
I think it's a discipline. You have to have a discipline. Things that separate. You have to have a discipline to your craft, that you are dedicated to getting better every day. And I will say, to the credit of a lot of the newer players, that they are dedicated to getting better. They put in the work. I still say you need to play. You can lose a personal trainer. You need to play. Okay. That's how you get better, by playing. You have to play. Get on the court with 9 other guys, whatever. You got to play. That's how you get better. I will say this, too, that Tim mentioned it, confidence. People would always ask me, when I played in the summer, I played completely different than I played in the league. When I played pickup in the summer with all the NBA guys, you don't shoot that in the league. Why don't you ever shoot when you get in the game? Because I got Glenn Rice, one of the best shooters the league has ever seen.
Glenn Rice.
I look like taking a shot.
Yeah.
When some people are put in a position to play or do what they need to do to get on the floor, that's what I was. I recognized, I read the room. This is what I need to do to get on the floor and play. 15 years, over 1,000 games. I never played not 1 year the way I wanted to play. I played what got me on the floor.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of guys in that situation. So when you say, how do you become great? You got to somehow say, I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to risk it. I feel like I'm a shooter. I might miss my first 6 shots. I might make my next 8.
Isn't there
you got to risk that. You got to be able to risk it.
Yeah.
Risk failure.
Isn't it saying? It's a saying.
You can't be scared to fail.
Right.
That part.
You cannot. Everybody has failed, but you gotta know how to overcome. Like I used to get my I used to get pounded. People talk shit to me. I couldn't go home and go to sleep.
Well,
Some people can
fail depending on what level you were at.
But I'm not talking about I fail. I'm just saying somebody bust my ass,
right?
And I couldn't. I was like, you know, that motherfucker, I can't wait to
practice.
I can't wait to get him tomorrow.
Right,
I hope that motherfucker show up tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna bust his butt.
Right.
And I couldn't go to sleep.
I'm with you on that.
But it wasn't failure. It was just like I'm like, I let him get the best, man. I cannot let nobody get the best. Right, I know I'm better than that. That's what I mean. That's where it comes from with me. I went out there and practiced on my game. I used to go and put up nets, and I used to play whole court by myself, thinking whoever I disliked or knew I was better than, they was in front of me. I'm going whole court playing by myself. So when kids tell me they can't go out there, and I was on concrete.
Yeah.
You could go to
air-conditioned gyms.
Yes. And it's a bunch of gyms out here that your mom would take you with a real nice basketball. And you just, you set up cones and stuff. Well, I didn't have cones. I'm coming down. I was playing a whole court with 10 invisible people, 9 invisible people on there, except passing the ball. I knew how to make that ball come on, and I was on her half moon. I used to have to make that ball come right back down, get that, and I'm gone. I pitch it out, I'm gone to my man. Listen. Yeah. So when a kid insults my intelligence and tell me that they can't go out there and practice by themselves, I say, you don't want it.
I used to do that all the time. I loved it. I used to be in the streets, lights on. My mom used to tell me, come in the house because you keeping the neighbors up. I'm dribbling too much.
And another thing, it keeps you in shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you go on, game speed, it keeps you in shape.
I know we got to get out here soon. Before we go, real quick, last topic. The NBA is talking about an expansion.
No, they're not talking about it. It's going to
happen. And I remember in Seattle I'm not gonna say a lot of people forget, but I remember when Ray Allen was playing for the Seattle Supersonics, KD was playing for the Seattle Supersonics.
Well, a lot of people have forgotten.
Which is crazy.
Long. It's been that long.
So I just want to get your thoughts on that.
There was somebody else too.
Las Vegas, supposed to be Las Vegas and Seattle.
Right.
You like the city of Seattle?
I love.
I've never been to Seattle.
Great seafood.
Oh man.
I've never been to Seattle. But they're talking about moving Minnesota to the Eastern Conference.
Well, they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
They got to, because Seattle coming back,
right?
And Las Vegas coming back. So Memphis and Minnesota gonna have to stay east.
That's gonna be tough.
That's probably gonna be. I mean, that's a short travel. Those are the teams
right.
They easily can come over to.
They're not really in the West, are they?
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
What are y'all thoughts on that, real quick, before we get out of here?
LeBron James would be owning one of those.
No,
teams.
he's not. He already said he can't because he's gonna play another year, and they're gonna get this team this year, next year. Mm-hmm. But he's not gonna be able to own it.
Okay.
Do you think they should expand or should they keep it how it is?
I think they should expand. I think Seattle should have a team. I don't know about Las Vegas.
I love Seattle. I definitely want Seattle.
I definitely Seattle should bring a reason why Seattle should bring that team back, because Gary Payton and
Sean Kemp,
and
Vin Baker,
Sean Kemp. I was talking about
those guys.
That little shrimp.
They need
Lenny Wilkins.
They need their jersey and their shirts or whatever hung up in that arena.
Good point,
and they doing. I mean, and it's a great city for sports.
Yep.
I've never been to Seattle yet.
They great city. Look at their football team. I mean, even though they won it, but before college too. But even though before they won the Super Bowl, they was there. The 12th man was there every game. Seattle, the baseball team,
Mariners.
the Mariners, they there.
That is
so that's a really good sports town.
T-Mac said it's not enough talent to expand.
It's enough talent.
It's enough talent.
Here's the thing too. I think Seattle can support another basketball team.
Oh yeah,
they have people in the stands.
Yeah,
that's a revenue generator in Seattle.
Yes,
they're
they come out.
Yeah, they're gonna come out.
I remember the Supersonics.
And see, a lot of people don't understand that Seattle is a studious sport town.
Does Seattle have a hockey team?
I don't think they have a hockey team.
Baseball, football.
It ain't the crack.
No, basketball.
I bet they got soccer.
When you say studious, what do you mean by studious?
The fans are studious. They understand. They know the game. They very
smart.
intelligent. They smart. They know the game. Like the Bay Area, they know the game of basketball. So say in Miami, they might get me, but they don't know the game of basketball.
I was surprised about the Bay Area.
Yeah,
I was really surprised.
The Bay Area know the. I mean, but you got to understand, the Bay Area had they had what's his name? Rick Barry.
Legends.
They had Pat Parrish. Back in the day, they had a lot of guys, man. Al Addles. They had a lot of guys. So they know the game inside and out. And they know when you sloughing off. They'll tell you, "Oh, you out here giving us half-ass shit." You know why we come in to pay? We give us our money.
They're not. That's the crowd in the Bay Area is not like LA passive crowd.
No.
They're watching and seeing who they can see.
They love
really
the
know
game.
what they're doing.
They know what they see.
You got to think too with Bill Russell being University of San Francisco, winning 2 championships there.
Yes.
They've been winning basketball for a while out there, man.
Bill Cartwright went to University of San Francisco.
That's right.
Yeah,
I didn't know Bill Russell went to University of San Francisco.
R.I.P.
to Bill Russell.
Well, speaking about Las Vegas, we might as well get into our last plug-in.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Let's do it.
See
I think you got to start off, Unc. I'm looking at yours.
what is it?
The happy ending.
It's look on your phone.
Uh-oh.
Is it on there?
Get your head out the gutter.
Did you say the happy ending?
Yeah, I don't even got that, so it's not meant
It's
for me.
look on your look on your phone.
On my
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
Lord, you put it on the phone.
While y'all
put
look
in
it
the
up,
group
so
chat.
the expansion requires 23 of 30 owners to approve.
You see it? You started on.
And I would love to see Seattle.
I would too.
I'm skeptical on Vegas. I am. I really
Yeah, I'm
am.
skeptical on
I don't know if they would be. I don't know if they know sports like that in Vegas. Like,
But again, to me, and even though it's there, you're putting in an element that is not necessary.
I
There's
agree.
a whole lot of analytics that say there's more eyes on the NBA now that we've opened it up to online gambling and all of that kind of stuff. And I say to that, yeah, there are more eyes on it, but they're the wrong eyes. They're the wrong participants who are watching now because they're not interested in the product on the floor. You know what they're watching? They're bet.
yes,
That's what they're watching.
yes.
They worry about their money.
I mean, you literally have people on the front row yelling at the coach. Why are you taking him out? He messing my parlay up.
That's why I disagree with having it in Vegas because we got trouble with betting now.
Yes,
you know, and I
you don't need that element.
And death threats to players on social media.
Man.
You see it on?
Yeah, but let me stop wasting time arguing with the guys. Let's start earning real money for your sports knowledge with hundreds of options from parlays to player props at happyending.com.
Get your head out the gutter.
Get your head out the gutter. This is happyendings.com.
Balls.
Yes. Can you put your money where your mouth is and earn real cash prizes for your sports picks? Now, go to happyending.com for your sports picks.
Yes, sir.
With over 50,000 sporting events each month, turn that trash talk into some cash talk, man. I make my picks live during the games with the best odds, and that updates with every single shot. And if you like casino games, hold on.
Hey, yo.
And if you like casino games, they have over 4,000 of the top slots, table games, and live dealer games. Sign up at happyending.com today using our promo code crossover and get 100% bonus on your first deposit. Plus your chance to win tickets to top sporting events like the NBA Finals, man.
Yes.
And like I always say, who doesn't like a happy ending, man?
Hey.
Man, listen, y'all need to put a disclaimer up here.
Right. Exactly.
Get your head out the gutter.
Get your head out the gutter.
Right.
It's abundant. It's abundant.
It should be get your head out the gutter.
Yeah,
man,
it's
this
abundant.
is for the late night crowd.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Thank you for to our
happy endings and shots.
Hey, thank you for our sponsors, man. It's been another episode of Crossover Podcast. Thank you to the Hall of Famer, Tim Hardaway in the building, G Long. I know Lindsay had to go and take care of some important business, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace and blessings.
Sign out by K Boogie. Let's go.
Love it.
K
Love
Boogie,
it.
that's my
When you
social media name.
You should have saw his face when he did it. He looked at me, was like, when he brought out the playground, no, at Lifetime, he was like,
no, bro.
I'm shaking hands and greeting my team.
I say, dude, what's your first and last name? I meet him. I talk to him.
But when you hooping in the gym, you can tell who can play when you hooping in the Rex. Like, you can just tell, bro.
They walked away and was like, hey, you see the dude?
Yeah, they do. We're not fucking with him.
That's Lindsay Hunter's son, boy.
Yeah.
That's something about that dude.
Yeah.
If you win it, bro.